Hello and welcome to ASMR Scratch Art. Please enjoy this video. So I said in the last video, I'm filming this on the 7th of December, so undoubtedly with my upload schedule you won't be watching it in December, so don't mind the Christmas talk. As it sort of gets closer and closer to the end of the school term, I have to remember that I've got all these sort of things that I need to attend, and I'm trying to remember. I'm at a craft afternoon tomorrow. Next week is like my kids' school performances that are on different days. I'm a bit concerned actually because I emailed for a place on my youngest's sing along. They're not doing a nativity this year or any kind of Christmas play. It's just a source of huge controversy on the group, the class WhatsApp, shall we say. But yeah, there's things to remember. It's the kids are selling Christmas crafts this afternoon after school, so I have to remember to take some money. As I said in the other video, I've really got to remember to go to the cash point when I go to pick them up. The school are trying to raise money to fund educational school trips next year. Right, I'm just gonna have to cough for a sec. Excuse me. Sorry if that jolts you. I'm trying super hard not to cough, but it's not easy. And it's a real shame that the school have to do that, really. You shouldn't have to raise funds. I was actually asking on the group chat this morning why the school was brought, and somebody said something about funding cuts. And you do wonder why they would cut funding. I mean, obviously it's to save money, but it's not good. There used to be a group of parents that would raise money for the school, and they would do all these lovely events and do nice stuff for the kids, but they recently disbanded because people couldn't commit to doing it. Yeah, everybody's got jobs and other responsibilities, and so that's not a thing now, and it really feels like there's not so much fun stuff. It does also feel like the school is asking for money for things that they never used to. So, like the Christmas crafts in previous years, the kids would just make stuff. Or the friends of the school would just buy it for them, but this year they're charging you. Every Christmas they have a movie afternoon or a movie morning where they have hot chocolate. They can come. In previous years they've like come in their pajamas, or they brought them with them and just sort of put them on for the movie. But this is the first year that the school are charging you for it, so they have to bring in, I guess, a pound or something UK money to go and do it, and that feels quite sad because they never used to have to do that either. They are having Christmas parties though. I forget whether they've asked people for donations of party food, which they probably will, but that's not uncommon. I just felt kind of sad that they're charging for stuff that used to be free. There's also the school is hoping as well to change to an academy as opposed to one that's run by the council. Like, that's very, very controversial, and that's a whole diatribe about the UK education system that nobody needs to hear, unless you're a UK parent like me. But yeah, that's a whole other controversy, really. You can actually see this. I might just move it a little bit more this way while I'm working on this particular side. But I really don't the school run, the housework, hanging out with my mum, this, that and the other. I kind of realised last week when another mum, she sort of started talking to me and saying hello and that kind of stuff. And I realised that I'm just so rusty when it comes to talking to other people. I just don't know how to. I just don't know how to do conversations or make friends. You know, I don't think I was ever that good at it really. But prior to having kids, I always worked in customer service. So my job was to talk to people. I would much rather not have done. So I used to be like really in the habit of just saying hi. But these days not so much. I don't like. I still don't feel like a proper grown up. You know, I don't think I ever will. I live in my own house. Granted, I live with a partner. You know, I'm a parent. I've got 2 kids. I'm doing my best to bring up. Most of the time, I still feel like a kid wearing an adult skin suit. That's not too weird an analogy, and I'm just play acting at being a grown up. And you know, really, when it comes down to it, I'm just a little kid. Doesn't help. Perhaps I see my mum every day and she still treats me like I'm a little kid. I don't know. I guess all parents do, right? Mostly, but yeah, I'm still a little kid. She still embarrasses me in supermarkets by talking about me while I'm stood there to just random strangers. Like, thanks, mum. I'm an adult now, mum, please stop showing me up. It's fine. I always say these days that, you know, my parents drive me bananas, but I'm like super grateful that they're still alive to do that. Yeah. I'm reminded now after this I go check in with my cousin because we WhatsApp each other on the regular. And I gotta see how she's doing. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, maybe lots of parents have imposter syndromes and they just feel like they're grown up. But yeah, I'm talking to this woman and she's on about how she's on her phone trying to buy this experience for her and her friend to go on. And I'm like, wow, you have adult friends that do cool adult stuff. And it's like, she's like divorced and everything. I'm like, wow, you're divorced. You're like a real, true grown up. Actually, I think she's been divorced more than once, if I'm honest. She has an adult kid as well as the kid that's in my daughter's year, and one that's younger. I think she's about marriage actually, which is nice because I'm an older mum. But anyway, yeah, I just feel so fraudulent. Yeah. We're off doing these like sophisticated adult hobbies and what have you, and I just go and play video games. Like I've been playing this Harry Potter Magic Awakened game. I don't know if I mentioned that in another video. It was something I started on the back end of July just to keep myself busy during the school holidays while my kids were having their screen time, and now it's like 4.5 months later and I'm one of the UK's top 500 jewelers, and I'm like, so that happened then? I actually spent like a little bit of money on the game, so I'm also now a shark. No will, never will be a will. I don't have the money and all the inclination. But yeah, it started out as just a little way to pass the time, and now I'm in deep, man. So deep. I mean, I could stop any time I wanted to actually, and I don't know, I'm having fun. And I think I mentioned before, it was kind of like either do stuff like that or just doom scroll and read depressing stuff on the internet or non-fiction or something. It's just like, it seemed like a better use of my time, at least for now. It's not the first time I played a game like that, years and years ago before I had my eldest. And again, I apologise if I've talked about this before. I Match 3 game. I can't even remember what it was called. If you know, just feel free to drop me a comment and jog my memory. It was a bit like Puzzle Quest, and by that I mean it was exactly like Puzzle Quest. Oh, you get a little glitter clatter on the being a cat. Hey, Smudgy. Hello. I might have to pause it actually if he starts meowing. Which he probably actually will. It's kind of his thing. Anyway, yeah, it was like a Marvel Puzzle Quest Match 3 type game. I played it for absolutely months. I used to play it when I got home from work, for about half an hour after I'd sorted the cats out, and when I was having a cup of coffee and a packet of biscuits. I mean, not an entire packet, by that I mean like a 4-pack of biscuits. Oh, there were days when I probably could have eaten a whole packet. And I was in like a team, and we had to do all of this stuff, and I was loving it until I wasn't. And I don't know, sometimes it kind of creeps up on me that I'm done with something, and sometimes it kind of hits me all at once. And in that case, I think it was kind of gradual. It started to feel less like fun and more like a job. I think it was while I think I used to play it while my eldest was napping when she was still a baby. So I'm going back several years now. And I was sat there kind of playing it one day, and I suddenly thought, why am I doing this? Out of nowhere, the thought just came to me, and I was like, you know, I get maybe half an hour while she's napping, I could be doing something else. That's more fun, or heaven's even more productive. It's like something I think though. And I just was like, oh, I think I'm done here. And I usually do get that revelation, and I still persevere for a little while afterwards because I want to be sure that it's not just like a passing thing. But no, sure enough, I kind of never lost that feeling, so I quit the team that I was in, and I just uninstalled it one day, and that was it. But I think I've been playing it for a long time, maybe even over a year. Like, I was so into it. I remember leaving a message on my team when I went into hospital to have the baby, and like, yeah, I might be gone for a little while here. We were called the Court of Owls. I remember the name of the team. I don't know whether that was a Marvel reference or not. I'm guessing it was. So I play games because they're fun, not because I necessarily know the lore. I've learned more about Harry Potter through playing this game than I've ever before. So it's been fun, but then one day it might not be. And that's okay too. But there hasn't been, I think there's maybe like 1 or 2 times when I've thought about whether or not I want to play it anymore. But it's yeah, it keeps pulling me back in, so I'm happy with it. There was another game that I was really liking, but that was only part of an Apple Arcade subscription that we got, and my partner got a new phone. And I was kind of sad though. It was a stitching game. It was a puzzle game where you did stitching on a hoop virtually, and it was really nice. And then the subscription stopped, and he didn't tell me, and I went to play, and it's like, you need Apple Arcade to play this, and I was like, oh. It was a nice little distraction if I wanted a bit of a palate cleanser after Harry Potter. Yeah, I watch a bit of YouTube, of course, but yeah, when my kids have screen time, I'm usually like having my own screen time. I think it's fair enough these days. I used to be really hardcore about stuff like that when my eldest was young, but you find when you have more than one kid that the wheels just come off so fast. So fast. That you're kind well, that's it now then. I guess we're just watching TV forever. Okay, I'm gonna cut it here for now, so thank you very much for watching till the end. As always, please like, share, excuse me, comment and subscribe to help the channel grow, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.